Welcome back, everybody. We have my good friend Shaun over here. He's ranking mouses and ranking SeaWorld soon. Well, he just got back from, guess what? Say it, Disneyland. Woo, woo,
Disneyland.
woo. And then Disneyland decided to have a little presentation in Anaheim and say, guess what? You better approve Disneyland forward because we're going to do all this cool stuff. And I want to talk to Shaun about his trip, but then all this cool stuff happened. So then we have to do both. So the Paradise Pier Hotel is gonna get a nice little retheme and get a nice little cool entrance to California Adventure, so it can try to be like the Grand California, but not. What are your awesome thoughts? Because I know a lot of people don't seem to like it. Spoiler.
Yeah, this news just dropped about 20 minutes before we started recording here, and people are,
Exactly.
like Ethan said, people are not happy, and I get it. People don't like change, but my personal opinion is this is a fantastic move. Obviously, Ethan and I talked separately, and we're in agreement that it should be demoed completely, but I still think it will be. I think that the reason why it never changed from Paradise Pier to Pixar Pier in the first place when they changed the actual land is because they have bigger plans for it. But their bigger plans for it are going to come with Disneyland Forward, which is at minimum another 10 years down the road, maybe 15, 20, 25 years down the road. So I think they want to tear down this hotel, but they have to wait. And so this is their placeholder until they can wait. And so I think they can do an overlay on a semi-cheap budget. Obviously, we don't want them to go too cheap, right? Because that can look really bad, especially with Pixar. So give them a pretty good budget, but nothing crazy so that they can tear down the hotel completely for Disneyland Forward in 15 to 20 years. So I think this is great news. It's a great placeholder. Obviously, we know that they've been doing a huge refurb on the pool area, like a legit 6-month refurb. So I think they probably had this plan for a little bit. They just didn't know what they wanted to do fully. And the original rumor of it just being a Toy Story hotel, I was okay with it, but not happy. This, I think, is great. You don't have to shoehorn Toy Story, which has already been pretty exhausted, and can look awesome. You can add a bunch of different Pixar themes, Pixar movies that are not represented in the parks yet. I think it's a great move. It's going to be a great overlay. Obviously, if this hotel sticks around for 20 years, that's probably not good news, but I don't think it's going to be that long. I think this is just an overlay for 5, 10-year, 15-year placeholder. So, yeah, I love it. What do you think, Ethan?
I like it. I like that. Yes, there can be so many properties that can be involved. Like each floor, think about each floor, it could be a different Pixar movie. Was it like 16 floors in there? That's like
I love it.
16 movies there. Um, like let me think. I think out of all the movies, I love me ocean animals. So Finding Nemo, I'd love to see on a Finding Nemo floor or like a Coco floor. That'd be super super cool. What are
Yeah, I
your
mean,
top five? Or what are your top movies? Would you want to stay on? Like, what Pixar movie floor would you want to stay
ooh,
on?
that's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right, I'll give you my list. I'll think about it for a second. But yeah, I agree with you. They could do so many with 13 floors and how big the hotel is. And I think too, the thing that people aren't thinking about is this is great for families because yeah, I mean Paradise is a good theme for kids, and I guess or the beach theme, and so is Grand Cali and stuff. But kids like that corny, over the top theming. Families like it. That's why the Art of Animation and the Pop Century and the All Stars are so popular at Disney World. So this will bring it. I'm not excited about the prices. That's the one thing I'm not excited about, but everything else I think is great. Top 5 movies. I mean, I'm going to go towards movies that aren't being represented in the parks. I don't think we need any more Toy Story in this hotel. We have enough Toy Story. We don't need any more Cars or Monsters Inc. We have that covered in the park. So I would say something like Ratatouille that we don't have any of at Disneyland would be great. Obviously, Coco would be amazing. We don't have anything out over here. They'll probably end up doing Encanto. There's no reason, or no, I'm sorry, Encanto's not Pixar. Encanto's Disney. Yeah, Coco, Ratatouille, Up. We don't have much Up representation, so that'd be a good one to do.
Oh, that better be the top floor because that'd be so cool.
Top floor. They could do a throwback to Bugs Land and give us Bugs Life room or floor, so that'd be good. So that's 4. A fifth,
You
I'll
know what I
probably
was
say.
thinking about? Actually, when you said Bugs Life, they have a big pool area. They could. What if they put Heimlich's Choo Choo Train just along the pool area? Like that'd be pretty
Heimlich's
cool.
Choo Choo throwback.
Yeah, chill. Choo Choo just kind of rebuild it, just kind of going around. Doesn't have to be all the gigantic sets. Just like a little train ride around the pool. That'd be super cool. I'd
I
love
don't
it.
think they'll do it, but I would absolutely love that because I'm a big fan of like adding small little rides outside of just the parks. Like Disney
Mhm.
Springs has a couple different rides. I mean, you have to pay for them, but Disney Springs has a couple different rides. I would love for them to do that. Just add a little Heimlich's Choo Choo Train. If you're staying there, you get a free ride. If not, it's like $3 or whatever. Like just
That'd
around
be
the pool area.
so
That would be
cool.
great. And then my fifth, yeah, I'd probably say my fifth franchise would be. I'm just trying to think of franchises that are not well represented in the parks
Mm-hmm.
because Toy Story and Incredibles and all those are already so represented. Maybe
Wally.
Inside Out, Wally. Wally would be a good one. Yeah,
Wally has like nothing. So like even
Wally
inside
has nothing. That would
out,
be great.
yeah. Wally can just put in a whole bunch of robots. Oh, a space theme. You can like the like, carpets like stars and just kind of I don't know, but Wally in there. I feel like and have a walking like those autonomous Wally robots moving around like like you have R2D2. That'd be pretty cool. Ooh.
I'm on board with
Ooh.
that. Yeah, I'm on board with
Ooh.
all that. And I think the best news with this hotel that makes me the most excited is that they're bringing back the entrance that they had from 2001 until I think they closed it around 2005 ish. Once they built or maybe even a little bit later, 2006, 2007, once they built the DVC villas at Grand Californian. But they
Mm-hmm.
had, for those that don't know, they had an entrance originally from the Paradise Pier Hotel when Disney bought it out. They dumped out into the Paradise Gardens Park. So the fact that they're bringing that back, Ethan, I literally think is insane news because I'm a huge fan of like multiple different entrances and like different ways to get into the park. I think it helps with
Mm-hmm.
crowd flow. It helps like just break up the park. It's obviously super easy for logistics for guests, and so unfortunately they'll probably jack up the price. But I think that's
Mm-hmm.
incredible news. Like Paradise Pier having its own entrance to DCA is just incredible news.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. It saves lots of walking. Just go right in, right out.
And if they
And
let you, if you can exit. Like, okay, so obviously you can probably only go through this entrance if you have a key, if you're staying on
mhm,
property. But if they'll let anybody exit, like you're just a
that'll be a
random guest
big
and you're
help.
staying
Yeah.
you're staying on Catella and they let you
Mhm.
exit, oh my gosh, dude, this will be absolute game changer. It'd be so
Yeah,
great.
that'd be a massive help. It saves like tons of walking. Like
Yeah,
wow.
and there's so many hotels on that road that would benefit off this, that could advertise it and benefit off that. So
Exactly. Like everyone just finishes watching World of Color, then all of a sudden they just exit right out there. Like
it'd be so great.
that'd be smart. And yes, those that construction entrance, by the way, if you I don't know if you follow Mice Chat, but if anyone who watches the Mice Chat construction updates, it's been under construction for quite a few weeks now, so it should be
Hmm.
almost done, which is pretty cool. And then,
Yeah, and that makes me think too, like they've had this plan for a while. I mean, they kept it under
mhm,
wraps. Obviously, there was a couple of leaks about the Toy Story retheme coming, and I don't know if they changed their mind or not, but there was leaks about this pathway getting worked on, a month ago, and it's been dormant. I personally thought that they tore up the entrance. I'd heard that they had completely gutted it. So maybe they're building a new one. I don't know, but yeah, really good news, and clearly they've had this on their mind for at least a couple of weeks.
yeah, which is very good. And then the fact that the fact that what you call it, the hotel, do you think it will get a like? I'm trying to imagine how extensive the retheme may be. Like, hmm, will it be like, hmm, heavy, or just like a paint job? You know,
Yeah, that's a big
Wow.
question because obviously it depends on budget. And if they're trying to tear this down in 10, 15 years, like my hope is, they're clearly not going to have a great budget. So it really depends on their budget. Obviously, they could go cheap. They probably will go cheap. But the Paradise Pier doesn't have that many like common areas like the Grand Cali does. Like they only really have that main lobby and then obviously the restaurants. So I don't think it would be too tough for them to, go full bore with the lobby because there's not that much else to retheme. So hopefully it's not just a paint job. Hopefully they actually have a budget for this, but only time will tell.
And hopefully they go ahead and put in the new restaurant to replace the what was the one that closed there?
PCH Grill?
Yeah, that one.
That's the
Hopefully
character
maybe a
dining there. And they have a lounge
fancy,
too.
maybe like an upscale Pixar restaurant would be pretty cool. Maybe like a Wally version of Space 220.
I would love it, man. And I would love it. And the other question is the time frame on this. Like you said, they've been working on the pathway. Disney can't really afford to have this hotel offline. I think that's why they can't tear it down on top of the budget thing. I mean, this hotel is crucial to their overall rooms that they are constantly selling out of. So they're going to try and make this as quick as they can. I would assume they're only going to be offline for a couple months, especially with all the shows coming back. I think they're going to want this online pretty quickly. So we'll see how quick they can turn it around.
Or maybe it'll do like a rolling renovation. So like keep it open, but 2 floors are closed at a time type. So like limited capacity. Then they just close different areas of the lobby. People can still kind of move out. Caesar's Palace in Vegas just did the similar thing where they redid their lobby, but it was still open. So it looked like under construction, but then they did it in phases. I wonder if they'll do it like that.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're probably right. I would assume you're right. That's the way they'll go.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool, and I think that was the only thing they announced, right, tonight?
Yeah, on top of the Downtown Disney announcement too, that was made right after it.
Oh yeah, what was that? I didn't see that one.
So they announced that. Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. So they announced that the biggest news is that Din Tai Fung is coming to Downtown Disney. Which, if you guys don't know what that is, it's a super popular Japanese restaurant. They started up in Seattle. And now I think they're nationwide, but they're really popular across the West Coast now. And so that's coming to Downtown Disney, which is a great news. Din Tai Fung is incredible. It is pretty expensive. Like, it's not, for my wife and I, we can't go there, more than once every like 6 months because it's so expensive, but incredible restaurant. So that's great news. And then apparently they're turning Uva Bar and Catal, which are the restaurants that are connected that are kind of in the middle of Downtown Disney, into a Mexican restaurant, which I don't know how I feel about that. I don't really like that news. I've never eaten at Catal, but we already have Tortilla Joe's. So I don't really think we need more Mexican, but we'll see on that one.
Interesting. So where's the Din thing going?
So Din Tai Fung is going in the in Downtown Disney West. So where they destroyed
the new stuff.
Yeah, where they destroyed the AMC hotel and the Starbucks West and all that. Mm-hmm. It'll be going in the ESPN zone. It'll be going in that area. So I don't think they said exactly where, but my guess would probably be somewhere by ESPN zone.
Oh, nice. And so that's the only new tenant they announced.
Yeah, only new tenant so far that I've seen.
Gotcha.
Wow, we got a theme park casual representation here.
He's casually into theme parks, guys. You should go follow him on Twitter and his YouTube channel if he has one.
Give him a follow, guys.
Because he's casually in the theme parks, which is hilarious. I love that name. So cool. But yeah, that's super cool. I'm not the biggest sushi person, but I'm sure lots of people will love it. Especially if it's fancy and expensive. It means it must be pretty good.
Yeah,
you said Seattle, right? So it's in there. It's in your town.
Yeah. The thing I like most about it is, it's funny because I was just talking about this the other day at the parks. Disneyland is so good at having diverse foods. The one thing that they really don't have any of is like really quality Asian food. They have Lucky Fortune Cookery at DCA, but that's kind of more like Americanized, honestly. They need like a great like an Ohana. I mean, Ohana's not really, fully that, but you know what I'm saying? They need like there's a couple in Disney Springs and Disney World. Morimoto. Morimoto Asia, which is in Disney Springs at Disney World. They need like a quality like Asian food representation. Mm-hmm. Well, there we go. Now we got it. So I think this is really good news.
Yeah, they really are. Now that I think about it, they really don't have much or any.
Yeah, if you want to get like noodles or just anything like that, I mean, Lucky Fortune Cookery is really your only option, and that's pretty basic to be honest. So,
thank you. And then some super cool stuff. And very curious to see what else will pop into there. Maybe some retail stores. I'm sure that retail store will pop in there too. Yeah, but they didn't say when it'll be done.
No, yeah. My guess is, probably 2023 early. I would think they'd want to try and get it open just before Toontown, but no dates that we've heard.
Yeah, because I mean it's just one store and like 3 shops, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, and a park, right? I think they announced a park as well.
Yeah. Little park. I mean, nice downtown can be affordable for an independent chef. That would be pretty cool. An independent chef to open a restaurant. That would be pretty nice. No chains, but like a nice mom and pop Anaheim only type thing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm sure downtown Disney's rental rates are not looking good for the local restaurant,
Yeah.
which is a bummer. I get why, but it is a bummer. That's a good point by Casual there.
But maybe one of the harbor businesses will go ahead and do something like that, so people can go right outside. That'd be smart.
Yeah, I think it was. I don't remember 100% who. I think it was Orange Grove though. If you guys don't know, Orange Grove 55, go follow him on YouTube. Brought this up like a week ago. That if slash when Disneyland Forward goes forward and they build the Eastern Gateway, they should allow those restaurants that would be affected by Eastern Gateway to relocate into the area. And he brought up like Mimi's Cafe because that's a locally owned place. It's right off of Harbor, right outside the Disneyland parks. If they like allowed Mimi's Cafe a spot like outside of the Eastern Gateway, or if they buy out Garden Walk, something like that, that would be a really good idea and be a good way to help the local restaurants out, to Theme Park Casual's point.
Yeah, and that's what I was hoping when they're gonna do that. The first hotel in downtown Disney, which made all the stores close in the first place. I was hoping they'd bring those guys back at like a discounted rate or something, so they can have a chance to still operate in a nice new space, and because especially like Earl Sandwich was very popular with people, so I was hoping they would get a new spot. Poor Earl Sandwich has to close twice in just like 5 years. Poor guys.
I'm holding that hope. I'm holding that hope Earl comes back. I know Earl's like a chain, and there's a lot of restaurants close by in SoCal, but it kind of feels like it has to be in Disneyland, man. It's like a staple.
That's hilarious. Surprised they announced a chicken guy. Oh, chicken guy. I was thinking of chicken at City Walk. But yeah, chicken guy.
Disney loves their chicken guy, man. That's a hot spot at Disney Springs and Disney World.
Yeah, those lines are long, 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 long.
I
I
actually
like
was not personally a big fan of Chicken Guy, but I'm kind of a chicken snob. Like I would rather have like
what it
Popeyes.
tastes like? You remember what it tastes like?
Yeah, it's kind of like a more bland Chick-fil-A, to be honest. I mean, it's more like chicken tenders and stuff. It's probably like a more bland. What's that chain down in SoCal? I can't. Like the really popular chicken strip place down in Cali and Arizona. I can't think of it now, but kind of like a worse that.
What you call it? Hi, I don't know who you're talking to. If it's both of us, Shaun, me, or both of us, but I'm doing pretty well. Shaun seems to be doing pretty well.
I'm doing amazing, man. I got great Disney news coming. It's a good day if we got Disney news coming.
So next time you're down here, I think you said July, right? You gotta come. You gotta eat at Chicken City Walk, and then we gotta do comparison contrastion. Chicken guy.
Yeah.
With chicken.
So that's the new place, right, Ethan? That's the new place. Yeah. Thank you, Theme Park Casual. Raising Cane's. Yeah. Chicken guy's kind of like a Raising Cane's for me. So, but yeah, we'll have to try. That's the new chicken place at City Walk that they put where the Butterbeer used to go, Ethan.
Yeah, and I've heard it's not that great. So I'm very curious. Since you say chicken guy is not that great, I wonder which is not that great.
Yeah, we'll have to try it out. We'll have to rank the City Walk restaurants. I haven't even hit every restaurant in Universal Hollywood yet, so I'm a couple years away from every restaurant in City Walk. We'll see.
I know you gotta wait till Toothsome's open for that one. Now we can get a
right. Yeah, we've been to Twosome's in Florida and we love it. Twosome's is really good.
I like me some chocolate, so I can't wait. But Raising Cane's funny. There's not a lot of those around. I mean, there's a lot, but I guess not as lot as like an In and Out. So I feel like the closest Raising Cane's to me, I think is like, let's see. I think it's like an Oxnard, which is like
Raising Cane's is bomb. If anybody's watching and you live in the SoCal, Arizona area, anywhere there's Raising Cane's, make sure you get it.
25 miles away is the closest one in either direction. That's crazy.
That's brutal, man. That's kind of deep.
Yeah. Jason says, really cool thing about suit Nintendo World. Work is coming. It is Nintendo. I like a lot of Nintendo fans in here. Thank you to all my Nintendo subscribers.
I gotta say, Ethan, you have a huge Nintendo World fan base.
I
do. Many videos, people go crazy when you do the Nintendo Land update. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, like wow. I feel like out of all these, let's see, you've got 18, 14. Out of like probably 90% of those are Nintendo people. So cool.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's exciting for me because it's a new land that we have not gotten in the States yet. I mean, that is so exciting. We haven't gotten a new land.
Yeah.
Since Galaxy's Edge and Pandora. So I'm pumped, man. I think it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be obviously Florida's getting it, but hopefully Hollywood will get it a little bit quicker than Florida. So it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, like it's like we'll have like an exclusive thing for a little bit. Super
Yeah,
cool.
that's a
Like,
really good point that Topaz made there in the chat too. If you can bring that up,
oh yeah, let's see.
it
If we
is.
want
It does
to
shock me because Universal in Orlando has a pretty decent sit down restaurants. They have 3 or 4 really quality table service. It's crazy that Universal Hollywood basically has 0 public table service restaurants. They do have the one that you can get with the VIP tour, and obviously a couple in City Walk. But I'm with there on Topaz. That's shocking that they don't have more at Hollywood.
yeah, very interesting. Now I was trying to think, man, where they put them, but then they have a lot of like second stories, so they can put one on the second story if they really want to. Let me try to actually look at. Let's see. Let me try to
3 broomsticks would be big enough. I just don't think
inside.
I don't think they want to make the only restaurant in Wizarding World
Yeah.
table service.
Let's see. Okay, yeah, so if we let me share the screen. Looks like we'll get one with Super Nintendo World because assuming Toad's Cafe here is the same size. Yeah. So assuming that Toad's Cafe is the same this size, then this is a pretty decent. We'll get at least another pretty decent sit-down restaurant here. I know you disappeared, but I'll wait till you come back. But for the people in the chat, um, so Topaz, yeah, looks like Toad's Cafe will be, if this size, will be pretty good. Um, so that's hold on, super exciting stuff. Um, yeah. Where did he go? Looks like Shaun disappeared for like a second, so I'll wait till he gets back. Jason, you are right. The views and videos have are much lower on other videos, but Super Nintendo will eventually open, and then we'll have to focus on something else. So I'm gonna try to pump out some more Disney content. But yes,
Sorry, brother, I'm back. I had to grab a drink.
yeah. So yeah,
We're
as I was
drinking
saying,
out of the Main Street Electrical Parade Turtle today.
how creative, how festive! I got one of those. But yeah, so yeah, what I was saying is, in Super Nintendo, assuming Toad's Cafe is the same size, then looks like this is what it's gonna look like, which would be a pretty decent sized sit down restaurant. At least the Universal will have 2, assuming Toad's Cafe is this size here, as it is in
Yeah, I
Japan.
heard good news about Toad's Cafe out in Japan. People really seem to like it a lot.
Yeah, and it looks a very cool theme. So at least we'll have 2, and then potentially more. But yeah, and but yeah, hopefully they'll use the second levels, and I'm sure they are building it. Well, kind of. They are building a new Space Mountain, kind of. They're having a beautiful new building, and they're gonna Tokyo is gonna rebuild it from the ground up and put a beautiful new Tomorrowland type thing going on there. What do you now? Shaun says he loves it, but wouldn't want it in the States. Now, would you want something inspired by that in the States, or would you want the more retro look? What would you want to happen to Disneyland's Tomorrowland?
I mean, I'd probably prefer that we just keep what we have. I think I'm a huge fan of Disney not cloning rides and facades. I 100% see why they do. It saves them money, but as a Disney fan and us Disney fans liking to travel to other coasts, I like to go somewhere else and see something unique. So my hope is that Tokyo gets this refurb and we keep what we have here in the States, because I would love to go to Tokyo and visit a new Space Mountain, but then still have our classic like nostalgia one here. So I'm a big fan of the move. I hope they keep theirs and we keep ours. If they wanted to redo maybe Disneyland's or Disney World's and have it unique, I'd probably be down, but I like what we have now. And I like that Japan's getting a new one too. I think it's a good move.
Um, I'll get right back to that, but I just want to tell you, Topaz, that I certainly would not want a McDonald's inside Universal Studios Hollywood. No,
I'm
way.
not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of. I mean, I'm a theme snob, but I don't like that Universal does that. I don't like that they have a panda in the parks. I don't like that they have like a Burger King in the City Walk. I don't know. It's not a big deal, but the panda in the lower lot, it just feels so dumb to me. Like I wish they'd do something else.
Yeah, hopefully, maybe they'll take that. But yeah, oh, yeah, no way. Oh, McDonald's will be backtracking.
We already had
Um,
McDonald's at Disneyland. Let's not go there again.
yeah, no way. Whatchamacallit. But yeah. Um, so so you'd want the more if you can fix Disneyland's Tomorrowland, you'd want that retro look, or you want something futuristic but not like Tokyo.
Yeah, I think nostalgia is important, and so it's good that we keep our space. But if they wanted to redo one of them and maybe give an ode to the OG, I'd be down for that.
Yeah, that would be quite nice. Do you think everything would give that Tomorrowland entrance that kind of got scrambled or after COVID, it's just sitting there and there's that utility box the wall construction wall blocking the sound box for Astro Orbit. Do you think that'll ever get worked on?
We need something in Tomorrowland, man. I don't think we need a space. I think Space Mountain's about the only thing that Tomorrowland doesn't need. So I
Yeah,
probably would rather them not. I mean, I kind of, if you want to bring up Jason's latest point, I kind of agree with that.
yeah.
I think we're good where we're at. I mean, could we use a new Space Mountain facade? I guess, but that's really the last thing that Tomorrowland needs. The monorail and Space Mountain are like the only good things about Tomorrowland right now at Disneyland. So I'd say tear the rest down and keep Space Mountain up.
I agree. I mean, or at least give us this. Hold on. Something that was promised in spring. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it? Come on. Come on. Where was it? Why did Google change the format? It's very annoying. Okay, here it is. Let's see. This that was promised springs ago. Let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, there. This guy, that would be a start. That would be a start. Man, for those of you who forgot that was supposed to be coming there.
Supposed to be using the keyword there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so super cool Disney news at this Anaheim presentation. Okay, there. But yeah, Shaun just came back from Disneyland for the whole weekend with like 1 million people. I was able to meet him down there, which is super cool. And then she saw all 3 nighttime spectaculars, and even got some merchandise. You think they'll change the due to regional difference? Interesting. We will see what color Chef Toad will be. I honestly don't know what color Chef Toad's red and white, right?
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Nintendo fan. But yeah,
Don't tell your listeners that, Ethan.
What?
Don't tell your listeners you're not the biggest fan.
Oh yeah. Nintendo game fan. I only used to play Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo DS. And characters' names besides the main 5, you lost me. I can't even say the Thwomp, that thing that keeps falling. I can't even say that name correctly. I just call it the box with the spikes that falls. But it's really see stuff going down Disney World Tomorrowland because it's seeing a lot of updates next to the Tron coaster. It is. Tron coaster, when it opens in 2072, will be pretty cool.
What's up, Justin?
Thank you. Oh yes, Justin. You like every one of my photos when I try to post on Instagram. Thanks. It's hard to post on everything at once, but I try. And thanks for the cool little tags. So how was you came here Thursday and you met up with great friend Child Dirk. How was that?
That's right. Yeah, you were with Steven on Wednesday. If you guys
you were with him on Thursday.
Here's my dog.
What a cute doggy.
He's trying to take my hat. Dante.
Who
His name is Dante. He's an Alebrije from Coco.
Who watches him when you're away?
He kind of just watches himself. No, I'm just kidding. We sent him to get doggy hookup.
That's to say, wow.
We want to take him. We want to take him to Disneyland really bad, but Disneyland has not opened up their dog kennel at the front gates yet. So we're waiting for them to open that up.
It's pretty dumb. Come on, Disney. I want to meet Dante.
I know. But yeah, so you were with Dirk. Dirk is a cinema blend writer, theme park writer, and Ethan was with him Wednesday at Universal, and then passed him along to me at Disney on Thursday.
Yeah, I said, go to Anaheim now.
Yep.
Oh, man. Which is great because it's both of our first times meeting him. on the
Yep.
same trip technically,
Yep.
and he was there for the main media event for the shows,
Yeah, he was there for the
and
media
then
event at Main Street Electoral Parade. Yep.
and which is the first time you saw it, and you thought it was pretty cool. How? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so I had actually never seen Main Street Electrical Parade in person. So that was a first
That's
viewing for me.
hilarious. Um,
That's funny, Jason. Yeah, so I thought Main Street Electrical Parade was beautiful. Obviously, it's kind of outstayed its welcome. There's a couple,
agree.
yeah, agreed, Michael. There's a couple floats that are a little outdated, but overall, I thought it was a great parade. I think just overall having a parade back at Disneyland is just huge news. Like, it just feels so good to have a parade back. Um, I love it overall.
Reliving
It
it,
could be
it
better. It should be
feels
stayed the
so
night.
good.
Yes. I know some people don't like it, but I thought it was amazing. Really good parade. Great to have it back. It really eats up crowds and just adds a nice vibe to the whole park. So that
What
was
do you
great.
think about the finale float, the new one?
The finale float was my uh, uh, second favorite float. I was gonna say, give him a little spoiler here because I'm my 2 videos out is ranking all Main Street Electrical Parade floats. And
Ooh,
I have a
go
little
check it
giveaway
out.
for that as well. If you see right behind me up on the counter there, I got some
Oh my
Elliott
goodness!
there. So
Wait,
I'm doing a little giveaway on my next Main Street video. So if you guys want
question.
to,
When you finish, I have a question about that because I saw that picture and I was like, "Wow, that's a lot of people." Now
yeah,
I'm thinking maybe it's not that many people. Maybe they
no.
just bought a whole bunch.
So it's 2 max per person. So I got my 2, my wife got her 2, and then our friend got 2 but didn't want them. So we took them and
Wow.
I sent them to some friends. Orange Grove got one, and one other friend got one. So I'm only keeping one. The rest are going out to friends.
So when you line them up in a like circle on the table, that was just mostly your guys's.
About a third of them. Third of them were friends and other friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like trying to count. I was like, I think I know who he's with, but that seems a lot more Elliots than who I think he's with. So
Yeah,
I was like,
I kept having people hit me up saying, "Hey, can you pick me up in Elliott?" So I had to pick up extra, but yeah, it was 2 per person max. So I got my 2, wife got her 2, and friends got her 2. But yeah, so anyways, that's my next video coming out is ranking those parades, and I'll be doing a giveaway for one of those Elliots. But I thought the last float was incredible. Like it was a Small World float, if you guys don't know, and it is just such a good float.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how there's newer stuff on there, like in Kanto, and although it's kind of it used to be kind of annoying. Like my friend who I'm actually taking to Disney on Sunday for my birthday, she hates not just Disney, but I would say hate. Well, no, I'd say she hates Disney, but she doesn't like theme parks in general for a variety of different reasons that don't make sense to me. But she's going for my birthday, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna change your opinion from hates to just dislike. And she really likes Encanto, so I'm like, all right, I think I gotta sit this parade because I told her about the Encanto thing. But if you see it from the wrong side, then you only see the back of their heads, which I
Right.
feel like if you don't know that, I feel like it'd be a little frustrating for somebody. At least there's 2 shows, so on the next one you should go back and see it again. But so I have to remember to sit on the Encanto side. So I'm like, oh, there it is, and then it's on the
Yeah.
back of your head, you know. But and look, the whole float looks pretty cool. I like the Small World style. Like it's like a throwback but new at the same time.
It's really good float, yeah, for sure. If you want to bring up theme park casuals comment there too, it's my opinion that if you're gonna, yeah. So it says interesting. Elliott bucket didn't cause as big of a commotion as the Figment bucket out of Disney World. The Disneyland just do the launch better.
Oh
I
yeah,
think they did
because
the
they have
launch way
multiple
better because
locations.
Disneyland had mobile orders set up across the park, so you can mobile order your bucket. They did have lines if you wanted to wait. They also made 50,000 of them, so they didn't sell out for 3 or 4 days, whereas they only made like 5K of Figment right up front. So
And they had multiple locations, right? They had them all over the place.
yeah,
What
they
was
had like 7
Disney, like
different
70, yeah.
stations where you could walk up to, and then they had different stations to mobile order, and then
Mhm.
the sippers, which is the turtle sipper, which is different from the bucket. Those were at different locations, separate from the Elliott popcorn bucket. So it was handled really, really well, in my opinion.
Yeah, no waiting 7 hours here. Disneyland knows that the locals here would be insanely upset. We're not Epcot people.
Yep.
And
Good point
it's
by
good
Jason there. Onward's being slept on. Probably could
That
have.
is true.
We could have included that in the
Yeah, Pixar
Pier
thing. Maybe it
discussion
will
because it's
be
not in the
because
parade at all. It's not really
they
getting.
just
Yeah, it doesn't get love anywhere.
they just had like that one photo op right during when it was the closed, and that was it. I'm like,
Yeah, but
wow,
now there's nothing. Now there's zero.
I almost forgot that existed. Which is, I guess
Yeah,
it's
because
kind of bad.
even like Wally has very little representation, but even
Mhm.
Wally has that poster board on
Oh
Pixar
yeah,
Pier.
Pixar Pier. Yeah.
Onward, there's literally zero. So that's a great point by Jason there. And it looks like you might have someone you got to block there in the comments.
Yeah, when I was looking at you, Freedom 2020, Disney could suck because you just don't have to go there. Say one more, I'm gonna have to put you in timeout because you can just not go. But yeah, Onward is, but now that's how you know I'm getting a lot of subscribers because then there's the trolls to come on. Wow,
You get a
so
troll, you're doing something right.
um, yeah, maybe hopefully Onward have some kind of presence, even just Knott's all the way. Knott's is a fantastic park, I must agree. But hopefully some representation since it's clearly not getting any kind of ride. But I think it did well on Disney Plus. People seem to like it. So hopefully some meet and greet or something will appear for Onward because I honestly forgot the movie. And Soul too. I really like Soul.
Yeah,
Where's Soul?
Soul
That
has
was
no representation.
like, wow, what happened to diversity in the parks, Disney? I don't go, but I like when you go to Magic Mountain. Oh, well, cool. You'll see some updates from then there too. Um, but yeah, so some Main Street, that was cool. Now, I'm curious, what night did you see? Did you see Disneyland Forever all the time? Like
So
every
Disneyland
night?
Forever. So we attempted to do all three the first night. Disneyland Forever actually ended up finishing in B mode and C mode because of the wind.
Yeah, the
So it
win. Yeah,
started
that's
normal and then it went smaller and then even smaller.
mm-hmm.
So we did not get to see Disneyland Forever the first night. So we saw World of Color and Main Street Electoral Parade the first night. Then the second night we saw Disneyland Forever, and then the third night we saw World of Color and Main Street Electrical Parade. So we saw each show twice, but the Disneyland Forever didn't fully run the first night, so we kind of only saw it once.
Oh yeah, I was wondering if you had to see at least once because I know the winds kind of ruined the first
Yeah.
night. So, but I'm glad you were obviously there multiple nights, so you were able to see it. That was your first? No, that wasn't your first time. You saw that one before, right?
I've never seen Disneyland Forever in person. No,
Oh,
I've
how
seen
do
it.
you
I've
like
seen
it?
it on
That's
video.
like
Yeah,
one of my favorite fireworks shows ever.
it is incredible, man. Yeah, it really is. It's really cool because Disneyland Forever and Main Street Electrical Parade haven't been back since 2018 or even earlier, 2017. So it's really cool. It's just
Yeah.
a new energy in the park. Obviously, World of Color was here recently, but it's still being back was awesome too.
What it was? DC certainly has taken a massive change from what it was 2001. That is for sure. But
Yeah, I would agree. To Jason's point, I would agree. I think some of it is for the better. Cars Land is for the better, for sure.
mhm.
Pixar Pier is kind of for the better. I mean, obviously, it didn't get the budget it needs, but it definitely brought in more guests. Things like Monsters Inc. It's a good ride, but it doesn't fit where it's at. So that's the place where
Yeah.
Pixar kind of got shoehorned in. Same with Philhar Magic, and even
Mhm.
Turtle Talk with Crush inside the Animation Academy. So there is a lot of Pixar. Some of it's great. Others probably needs to go.
Disney's Pixar Adventure Park. But yeah, I was just thinking because 20 was it 2019, 18, 19, the 60th anniversary we had Disneyland Forever, Paint the Night, and Hyperspace Mountain, and I'm like, wow, yeah, Disneyland Forever, Hyperspace Mountain's coming back. We should paint the night, and I can relive my 60th anniversary adventures. That was my
Yeah.
favorite time of the year. Really, I loved going to Disney during the 60th anniversary, and of course, Main Street's there. But summertime, paint the night, just go right into DCA real quick until.
Dude, if they did that, man, I would literally be so happy because DCA is one nighttime spectacular away from being perfect, and Paint the Night is the best nighttime parade Disney's ever made, and it fit really well there when they did it before. So if you have Disneyland Forever, Fantasmic, Main Street Electrical Parade, and the Bruno Show at Small World going on at Disneyland, and then DCA, you have World of Color, Paint the Night, and all of the new shows going on at Avengers Campus. Dude, that can't get any better than that.
Like Perfect. Like, wow, people stay till 10 p.m. Um, the
So
popcorn.
Claus is loving the Universal talk here.
I know, right? Love this guy. Um, One Up Factory. One Up Factory is coming. It's next to the exit to Mario Kart. You see it under construction. Popcorn Pits Up. Haven't seen that one, but I'm sure that one. Any chance to make money. So, um, yes, absolute perfection. That'd be super cool. Like, needs it. Needs it. And the fact that Disney World, once again, so much bigger, but I don't think they have as much entertainment, at least nighttime entertainment, as Disneyland at the moment. Um,
No, they do not.
you would
They
know
have the
more than
Festival of
me.
Fantasy Parade, and I mean they do have the nighttime shows, or they have Festival Fantasy Parade, Enchantment, and Harmonious. Besides those big three, they do have the lighting shows on their icons, but
Mhm.
their Hollywood Studios show goes on and off. It's not very consistent. Animal Kingdom really has nothing. They have the tree light up, but that's about it. So
Interesting. Like Kitels is still going, isn't it?
Kite-Tails,
And
yeah, it's killing it, but it's a daytime only.
interesting. Yeah. What did Orange Grove say about size? Yeah, that's right. Sometimes bigger isn't better, everybody.
Amen. I
Sometimes
agree.
it does matter. So that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So you went to both parks both days, right?
Yeah, we went. We were there a total of 5 days, and we park up each day, so we were able to see all the shows.
Wow, I feel like you guys walked 20 miles.
Probably,
and,
probably.
and speaking of that, if you guys don't follow his resort rankings channel, which no, sorry, not channel, just Twitter page. You don't rank the resorts on your YouTube, right? Just or do you?
Yeah, no, I haven't ranked the hotels yet. I have a different Twitter for that, so but I'll rank anything if I need to.
Malibu is too similar to Guardians of the Galaxy, which is why I'm pretty sure they got rid of it.
Maliboomer.
Um,
Maliboomer's
I
just too.
it,
It's too carnival for me, man.
yeah,
Fun ride, but I'd rather ride it at my fair or at Knott's Berry. I don't want that at Disney.
yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's too carnivally, and also basically just the lighter version of or the similar system as Guardians. So you can't. Oh, I guess you can't have two of the same thing in the same park, but with that, it's a little too similar because you can't really theme it. Um, Pixar has too many kiddie rides. Let's see. I don't know. The Fun Wheel, I wouldn't count that as a kiddie ride because I, for one, am claustrophobic and that thing terrifies me, especially the swinging one. Carousel, Toy Story, Midway Mania. I'd say that's kind of like a family one because I mean my friends want to go on in. They're not kids. Uh, then you got Incredicoaster,
Jesse's. Yeah.
four are Jesse's, and then Incredicoaster. That's four. So, I don't know. I feel like it's Inside Out. So maybe it's like 3-2.
I would argue. I mean, I see your point, Michael, but I would argue there's perfect amount of kiddie rides because DCA once it lost Bugs Land, it's been hurting for kid attractions. I mean,
Yeah.
if you have a kid that's under like 42 inches, which is generally age 5 to 6 to 7, there's not a whole lot for your kid to do. So I'm glad that they have the kiddie rides on Pixar Pier. It's better for kids.
Yeah, it's like it's like as I think Orange Grove called it one time, DCA's Fantasyland, which is a kind of good comparison. Which one? But yeah, so you went to the Friday Saturday. So you stayed in two hotels. You
Two
stayed
hotels.
Where's the first one? I know the
So the
second one. No,
first
you said
one-
NM Inn, right? Residence
Yeah,
Inn.
so the first one is the resident. So just for context, for anyone that doesn't know, Disneyland has about 50 good neighbor hotels. They call them Disneyland because they only have 3 Disney hotels. So these good neighbor hotels are way more popular to the average guest than the Disneyland hotels. So first one we stayed at is right across from Cars Inn or Cars Land, which is next to Alpine Inn. If anyone knows where that is, it's called Residence Inn and Suites. So it's right at the corner of Harbor and Catella. And then the second one we stayed at is Weston, which is a brand new one that you can see from Pixar Pier, and it is right on the corner of Disneyland Drive and Catella.
Yes, and you loved your tweets. You loved both of them, but especially the Weston.
Yeah, I love both of them. Residence Inn is their mini suite, so they sleep up to 6. So if any of you out there are families that have like maybe 3 kids, or you're traveling with friends, or you just want a bigger room, Residence Inn is really good because they sleep up to 6. and they have free breakfast as well. It's about a 12-minute
Ooh,
walk to the
free
parks.
breakfast.
Yeah,
Nice.
free
Do they
breakfast.
have a
Weston does
shuttle or
not
is
have
just
free breakfast, and their standard rooms only sleep up to 4, so it's a little bit more expensive. But it is a shorter walk. It's only 9 minutes to the parks.
and
Um,
they have the
and
rooftop dining, right? Or the
and they have
rooftop
rooftop
pool?
dining, correct? Yes, exactly. So it's a much more higher class hotel, Weston is, but it's really nice. Both are really nice overall.
How much was the Westin? Like, was it
So the
compared to
Weston,
like a Disney hotel? Was it? It was probably cheaper, right? Or was it the
yeah.
same?
So generally the Grand Cali is about 600 to 700 a night, and then the Disneyland Hotel is about 5 to 6 a night, and then Paradise Pier is 3 to 4. Yeah, good
Did you
point.
have?
Casual, when I talk about that on Twitter, he's right. Their views are not actual views. They're a little cheap on that. So beware, casuals warning. Their views are not the best there.
Did you guys
Um,
have a theme park? Yeah,
we
theme park
didn't know
view?
we had a standard view.
Oh, about well, let me guess, a parking lot or something.
Yeah. So yeah, so Jason's point there. So going back to price, and then Paradise Pier is about 350 to 450. So the
Mhm.
Westin is in the 250 to 400 range. You can get it 250 on the cheap end. It's usually around 300. So it is about half the cost of Grand Cali, and I'd say it's probably about 50 to $100 cheaper than Paradise Pier Hotel.
Oh,
It's
no,
definitely nicer than Paradise Pier Hotel. It's obviously not as nice as Grand Cali, but for half the price, I'd say it's a pretty good deal.
and you said Paradise Pier is how much?
Paradise Pier, it depends. You can usually get it around 300 to 400.
That's pretty good. I
I
think
mean,
I'd
it's not the
try.
best hotel in the world, but
Yeah, only because pretty big compared to because I remember I was checking it, but it was kind of like when it was it was for Galaxy's Edge because I was wanted to when they in 2019 when you get the hotel stay you get the the automatic
oh
reservation
yeah,
thing. So I was looking and the lowest price was 589. So I'm like,
yeah.
oh my
That's the
goodness.
problem with Paradise Pier is because Disneyland only has 3 hotels.
Mhm.
Anytime there's an event in town, a Run Disney event, a Galaxy's Edge opening, any sort of like media preview, the hotels just go crazy in price because there's only 3 of them. So that's the sucky part about Paradise Pier is yeah, if it's peak time, it could be 500 600. You're
Yeah,
never really going to get it under 300, unfortunately.
yeah. Because in fact it was actually the Disney Hotel was actually like $50 cheaper. So we ended up staying there, which was good because obviously it's nicer. But I was like, wow,
That's a great deal. Yeah, that's
yeah,
good.
we got it for like 510 compared to like 589.
Wow, that's a great deal. That's really
Like,
solid for Disneyland Hotel.
I was like, man, this is really interesting because that hotel is not as good as Disneyland Hotel, but this one's cheaper.
Yeah.
But um,
Yeah, but then the Residence Inn that we stayed at is only you can get it for like 220 bucks a night and it sleeps up to 6. So if you have a big family or you have like a group of friends, it's a great place to go because it's so cheap. Our stay was a lot more expensive because it was the opening of all the parades and stuff, but you can get it pretty cheap overall. So I would say it's a great spot for families. You guys should look into it. Your viewers should if they have a big group. It's a really good deal. It's only about a 12-minute walk to the gates.
and yeah, even just 5 people divided by 220, that's like what? Almost like a little over $40 a person, which is
Yeah,
not
and
bad
free
at all.
breakfast too.
Yeah,
So
and free. That's pretty. And Residence Inn usually they're usually pretty nice, pretty
yeah, they're
far.
nice. They're kind of built for longer stays. That's the Residence Inn brand. So they
Yeah.
have like a full kitchen, full fridge, microwave. They
Way
even
to
have oven
make your
and
own food and
dishwashers.
go back to the parks.
So if you're a money saver, there you go.
Very smart. Wow. And so you come back in July for was any specific purpose or
Yeah, my wife and I, for those that don't know, I'm a travel agent, so I work for Disney, so we can travel pretty
woohoo,
cheaply. So next month we're going to Disneyland Paris, and then the month after that we are going to
Paris?
Disney World. Yeah, DLP. I've never been before. So
Wow,
if
I've
any of
been
you viewers have
one
been to Disneyland Paris, give me your recommendations down in the chat.
yeah, I've been one time, but it was like at least 10 years ago,
Oh, you've
2013.
been?
So yeah, one
Listen,
time going
you'll have to give me all your tips, man. We'll chat after the call.
yeah, because my stepmom she studied in France, so she loved France. So she took us all on a family vacation to France, and we took the train. I must say, wow! If you I don't know where you're probably staying on the property, but if you're not, they have a train that goes right to the gate, like right from downtown or central Paris, right to the gate. I must say it was very cool. You just get on like an hour, boom, you're right there, and you just sleep. It's super cool.
That's
So
incredible. So
something I
how
wish
old were you? You were probably like high school age.
2013. See, 20. That's what 9 years ago. 25. Just about 26. So, like what
Yeah, high schoolish.
14, 15, 16. Yeah, around
Dude,
that time.
that's
But it was
awesome. Yeah,
cool.
that's awesome. You've gotten to go. I'm excited. I'm jealous you've got to go already. So yeah, we're going there next month. Then June we're going to Disney World, and then so July we were just like, all right, we'll go back to Disneyland then.
Not Toy Story. Overall, just the overall, like a Pixar Pier hotel instead of a Toy Story hotel. Let's see. Let me on the place beside Bowser Castle. I don't know what place, but probably as long as it's in the guest facing view. Um, pretty sure apparently recommend people next. Yeah, according to the construction person, they're working on Mount Beanpole next. Which one? But yeah, super. How long are you staying there for?
In Disneyland Paris, we will be there for 3 days. We are staying on property at one of their hotels, and then we're doing another week in actual Paris, in actual London.
What? Oh, London! No, that's the place I wanted to go. Are you? You're not flying to London, are you?
Yeah, we fly into London. No, so we fly into London and then we train over to Disneyland Paris. So I will get to see that awesome train station. And then we are after that we train into regular Paris.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to say, please save your money. Don't fly between London and Paris because the train is just right
Yeah,
there.
no, we're taking the train. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, much better. And also, that's smart to fly to London because it's a shorter flight. Must say that Paris flight is a long one, but
yeah,
definitely worth it. Wow, so that's great. Like you're out of Paris. Look at you,
yeah,
international over here. Internet. Shaun ranks the international Disney parks.
yeah. So
Ooh,
you guys can give me a follow over on Ranking the Mouse. I'll be doing a lot of Disneyland Paris rankings here in about a month or so.
and you're also gonna go to both parks, right? You're not gonna fly all over there and go to one.
Yeah, we're going to both parks. I'm super stoked for how beautiful Walt Disney Studios Park is going to be.
Nighty night.
See you, Jason. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, see, it's funny. When I in 2013, I nor no one in my family didn't know a second park existed, so I only went to the main park. But it's okay because Walt Disney Studios kind of bad at the time anyway, so I guess I wasn't missing. I think that was before even Ratatouille and all that open. So I guess I didn't miss too much. We didn't miss too much. But yeah, I'd love to go visit it when the lake and all that stuff is finished. But oh my gosh, I can't wait to hear your reports on like they have the coolest space mountain. Like oh my gosh, it's gonna be so exciting. We're gonna have
Yeah,
like
I'm very excited.
FaceTime from there. This is great. We have
Yeah.
to go live on Twitter from there. Like, are you just so it's just you two? Or are you going with any friends? Any like
Yeah, just my
company
wife
on
and I.
Twitter?
Yep, we're doing we usually travel to Disney with other friends, so we're taking a trip just for us two this time.
Like a honeymoon trip. Wow. And then you're coming here and no, then you're on Disney World.
Yeah, yep.
Then you come here. Wow,
Yep, we're gonna fit in a Universal day as well on our next Disneyland trip in July.
oh yeah, you should. You should. And then we can fit in a Knots Day.
Fit in a Knots day. Let's go. We'll make it a
Yeah.
trifecta. We'll do a SeaWorld, San Diego Zoo, San Diego Safari Park, Legoland, Disney, DCA, Universal Hollywood, Magic Mountain. We'll hit everything.
And in July, see, July I'm off for 3 weeks, so that way I'll be definitely be able to meet you at Disney in the middle of the week and not have to wake up super early, which is great.
You might be going to Florida though, hopefully for your followers.
Hopefully, goodness, hopefully my friends get back to me because woo, I haven't been to Orlando in decades.
Yeah.
But piranha plants, by the way, have color. They're just wrapped up. What you call it? The grass is where the popcorn. You know, I'm gonna have to look up this popcorn pit stop because it keeps being mentioned and I have no idea what's being talked about. Wow. Um, but yeah, it's super cool. And then after that, are you gonna just wait till the holidays or are you gonna come back again? Are you just gonna buy a
No, we'll be back
buy a
again. So
second house?
we'll be there in September for D23, which we're super excited for.
I
So
was gonna go, but I'm like, man, I want to get the parks panel, and that's the first one that I always sell out, and it was sold out.
yeah, to be honest, we'll probably skip the parks panel. I don't want to wait 10 hours in line.
Yeah, man. But you're D23 members, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you got the early access. That's good. 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 You got the 3 day.
Yeah, we bought the 3 day. Yep. We've never been before, so if anyone in the chat has been, let us know how it is. Your thoughts on
Yes.
D23 down in the comments.
Yeah. Let them know because I've never been either. But I've always wanted to
Mm-hmm.
go. Maybe in 2 years. But
Mm-hmm.
it'll be somewhere else at the land. Okay.
Opaz is loving the uni stuff.
Yeah, I'm now very curious about this popcorn pit stop thing. And he seems there's a very exact details seem like where it's gonna be. But yeah, that's super great. Like woo wee. And then of course, the Halloween stuff's gonna be announced tomorrow. You gotta be at Oogie Boogie Bash. Yeah, and
Oh, that's coming
I
out
gotta be
tomorrow?
right there with you. Yeah, tomorrow. Stay tuned.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Okay. Thanks, Ethan. I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going on sale tomorrow, but it's gonna be announced tomorrow. So plan away, because we all gotta pick a day
Was that
to go.
did Disney release that?
What?
Did Disney say they're announcing it tomorrow, or was it like someone else
Oh
saying?
no, no. The Disney Parks blog said, like, during their halfway to Halloween tweet thing, they said,
Oh, that's right.
"Look up next weekend," and then said on Thursday, "Get ready for some parks announcements." And I mean,
That's right. They said that like last week, right? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, and one can only assume that
I don't know if
the
our friend King Kaw is still watching, but he is a Halloween Disney super fan, and he's going to Oogie Boogie Bash this time for the first time. So if he's watching, shout out to
really
him.
I never been, and you know, we all gonna have a Disney meetup at Oogie Boogie Bash before it sells out. I'm gonna propose this on a Disney Twitter group chat that I'm gonna
I
make.
love it. I love it, bro.
Well, my goodness, thank you so much for coming on and telling us about your amazing weekend. Kind of a quick one for you, Trip. Usually you guys are here a little longer, but
Yes.
it was still still a fun time. You guys packed a lot in, and you got a lot of rankings to do. I can't wait to see them all on your
Yes. A lot of
channel.
rankings coming.
It's gonna be great. Live from SeaTac, he's gonna rank his way. I can't even think of a way to finish that. But yeah, he's gonna rank his way through SeaTac over here.
Yes, that's right.
Um, and yeah, so if you like this video, this live stream, press the thumbs up, subscribe to Ranking the Mouse on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and wherever he is. And then, as always, have a phantasmic day. Phantasmic Returns Memorial Day. Stay tuned. Boom.